The garbage company dilemma. Well, first of all, we have the dancing dot. Do you see it? I don't know why it's here, but it is. We got dancing light too. Anyhow, so last week, nothing I can do. Hold on. Oh well, I don't know how to fix this here. Anyhow, the garbage company dilemma. Last week my garbage wasn't picked up and I thought, what the heck? So I called the company, which, if you call, you got to wait on hold to be connected, to be put on hold again, to be connected, put on hold again, and on and on and on. So finally got someone, wasn't getting anywhere. Got another person. They said, it wasn't picked up for non-payment. I'm like, yeah, it was paid a month ago, over a month ago. No, it wasn't. You owe us, what was they say amount was? Oh yeah, $105.47. And I'm like, first of all, my bill is $100.47. You owe $105.47. So I asked for a supervisor a million times over before they could give me one. Then they said they have to leave a message, they'll call me. And I know that never happened. So I waited and waited and waited. Finally got someone, a jolly guy who was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 talking like that. He says, okay, as a courtesy, I will have it picked up tomorrow or the next day while I look into this. I said, well, there's nothing to look into. I gave him the number. I pay it. I call and I pay it. It's an automated system, and they give me a confirmation number. I said, I gave the guy, well, every guy talked to the confirmation number, and I'm giving it to you. Oh, well, I gotta look into it. Okay, whatever. I said, just call me back either way. Day came, didn't pick up my garbage. Next day, no call back. Following week, garbage still there. Call the company. Oh my God, I had a really horrible guy. He was, oh my God, was he horrible. There's a fruit fly if you see it. No, it's on my screen. Anyhow, maybe we have bananas in the house. I don't know. We have fruit flies. But anyhow, the guy was terrible. And I said to him, I want to talk to the supervisor. Well, they can't do anything more for you until you pay your bill. I said, I paid my bill. So in the interim, from last week to this week, I had called my bank, there's an 800 number, and asked them, because my checkbook balance, so I should have $100.47 somewhere if it wasn't paid. So they told me, yes, it was paid. They told me the date. So, and I called my bank the next day, and I said, is there anything you can give me? Do you have any kind of different number? Yeah. So, you had to pay for that paper, $30. So I got the paper, and then when I was calling them the second week, I kept asking for a supervisor. The guy just wouldn't let me, and I knew if he said he's going to put me on hold, he'd hang up on me, and I don't even remember. So somehow I finally got him. He did put me on hold, and finally a woman comes on, and I said, first of all, your guy, and he was screaming at me. I actually taped the conversation. He was yelling at me at the top of his lungs because I explained to him, I called the automated system, I made my payment, they gave me a confirmation number, which I gave you. He says, well, you have to call the bank too. I said, no, you don't. I said, I've been paying my bills for years. I know how to pay the bills. You call your automated system, and you give the information, and they give you a confirmation number. Well, no, ma'am. You have to call the bank also. And then I said, I really need to speak to a supervisor because you are not clear how payments are made. And he raised his voice. So I had my my broken phone, but the video still works on. So I turned it on as he's screaming to me, telling me I'm absolutely wrong. I don't know how to pay bills. I mean, it was unbelievable. So anyhow, I finally got a woman, and I told her what happened. She's apologizing up and down, which, that doesn't mean nothing. She said she'll have a talk with them. They never do, especially nowadays. People can't find employees, so people can abuse customers, I guess. I don't know. So she said, "You ready for this? Are you ready for this?" She says, "I'll make sure they pick up your garbage tomorrow while I look into this." So I had already told her about, the bank, and I got paperwork from the bank and all, and I gave her the number from the bank, which I guess would be like a merchant number or something. It clearly says when the bill was paid and who was paid to, and actually it shows to the date, right? So it was paid on time. So the garbage company put a $5 late fee on there, which they shouldn't have. And I told her, I says, your company, oh yeah, I told the other guy first, the other supervisor the week before, I says, your company took out an extra $5 because when you call on the phone and pay a payment, so it says $100.47, and that's what I authorized. It says, do you authorize it? So they put on another $5. I mean, $5 to me is a lot of money, but in the scheme of things, you might say it's not here or there, but they did it without authorization. So the first guy, that's right, his name was John. John said he would give me a credit. Well, I had no credit in my bank. I wouldn't know if there's a credit on my garbage bill because I don't get it again yet. So the lady said, no problem, I'll credit your account for the $5. I said, that's the same thing the guy told me. The other manager said, or supervisor said, he'd call me back either way. He didn't. So I said, you're saying the same thing he did. They're going to send out to pick up the trash and look into it. There's nothing to look into. I said, this week it's, I don't know what this light is doing. This week, it's even better because I have a statement that I pay $30 for that I believe you should credit my account for $30 to give you some other number, not the confirmation number. You give me the confirmation number that goes between your company and the bank. So I said, can you please call me either way? Oh, yes, of course I will. Well, guess what? Didn't call. I also said, so basically, I'm missing a week of garbage. So I need you to come out garbage day, which would have been the next day, and the day after. Let's see. I said, okay, how about when they come out on my garbage day, give me 3 more totes that day. So for the next week, I could put 6 totes out instead of 3, and they could take the extra 3 back. Oh God, she didn't want to do that. This was the most frustrating experience. It's like my hands were tied, everything. I could not convince them. I don't know what else I could have done. Because when I called the bank, the 800 number, I said, don't you have a merchant number where they can call? No, you just got to get a statement from your bank. And it's not like a statement. Like a checking account statement, which they don't send those out anymore unless you want to pay extra money for it. But it's just some kind of, well, actually it looked like a statement. No, it didn't. It wasn't like a statement from, I don't know, it's been so long since they sent out statements. It just was the thing, what was paid out of my account. So long story short, this frustrating thing. So they did pick up my trash the second week on trash day. They didn't leave extra totes, so I'm sure I'm going to miss out on a week of trash. And I still haven't heard back from them to clarify that they understand they've been paid. I don't know what else to do here. This is just a never-ending debacle of a mess. Oh my God, it was so frustrating. I mean, I put in 12 hours in this whole thing and still haven't got an answer. And I really believe the woman voice, she was trained good with a nice soft voice. And oh, I'm so sorry. And oh, by all means, I'll call you back either way. Oh, this should have never happened. Da, 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 da. And I called the number I have for the garbage company to see if she put the credit for the $5. Nope. So, pretty sure next week my garbage won't be picked up again. And the kicker to this whole thing is, remember my neighbor across the street, the crazy lady? I'm sure she's already called the town on me about the garbage from the first week that it was there and it wasn't picked up. So that's what I explained to them. I said, not that my crazy neighbor across the street is your problem, but she kind of is, because I paid the bill and you didn't pick up the garbage. So I will let you know how the story ends. Have you ever had any problems like that with utility companies, garbage companies, or whatever? This was so frustrating because whatever I gave them wasn't good enough. So I don't know. I called back my bank, the 800 number. They says, there's nothing more we can do. We gave you the number that's between the merchant and us that says it was paid. You can clearly see it was paid, and they should too. So anyhow, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. Share, sharing is caring. Don't forget to help a friend, call a friend, be a friend. Check on your elderly neighbors. Don't forget to do something kind for somebody, yourself especially, and most importantly, stay safe, and I hope you never have a problem. And do you even pay for your garbage? Because if you live in the city, you don't have to pay. If you live in the suburbs, you do. Let me know. Comment below. Bye for now.